Hey, everybody. So yeah, here I am. I go live and I don't even put like a title. So if you catch this video, thank you. you probably just know it's like, oh, there goes the badass certifier again. Let's go see what she has to say. So here I am, as promised. Today is Wednesday, and I usually do Wednesday wisdom for you, but I'm a little bit off kilter. I am still wise. I'm still practicing wisdom, but I'm a bit off kilter a little bit because I have some fun things going on. And I promised an update for you. Earlier I had some pictures of an 8-track tape, a cassette tape, and some 45 records, and then a picture of me sitting here at the microphone saying, what do these things have in common? Well, they have me in common, and they have music in common. So I wanted to give you an update. I have something really, really exciting to share. I've been teasing it a little bit, but the first thing I want to do is to get you talking about how your weekend went with Labor Day. See, on Friday, I did a Fun Friday video, and I encourage you to pay attention to whatever you're doing over the holiday weekend. When you're having family over, you're barbecuing, or you're taking the day off and you're listening to music, I encourage you to listen to the music, turn up the volume, and see how it changes your entire mindset and makes everything positive. And I encourage you guys to pay attention be aware that when you're feeling really good and really happy, and that you acknowledge that you're having a good time and you're enjoying yourself, to pay attention to what music is playing. Mark the song in your memory and your memory bank, and attach it to that warm, happy memory as Labor Day 2019. So what song were you listening to over the weekend? I got mine. I tell you, I was sampling some music because I'm going to tell you what the update is on the next badass certification class is going to be. But while I was sampling music myself, hi, SWJR Victorville. Hi from Sears Watch and Jewelry in Victorville Mall. Okay, well, there you go. Got a little free plug from me there. Thank you. Nice to see you. And Jared and Jimmy and Terry, thank you for joining me. So while I was listening to music this weekend, one of them that really struck me was, it's an oldie, but it's definitely a goodie and definitely a classic. Listen to the music from the Doobie Brothers. It's pretty much what I told you guys to do. Listen to the music, and the lyrics are perfect. And so listen to the music from the Doobie Brothers. I was sampling some classic rock. I have this Pandora shuffle that I do, and I've got several different groupings of music. They call them radio stations, but please, I'm in radio. They're not radio stations. It's not radio. Radio is radio. This is just streaming. So I have several streaming playlists that I use, and so this was one of them. Another one was My Girl from The Temptations, which for me takes me back to days when I was running my dance company, and we got invited at the Mall of Victor Valley. Actually, speaking of the jewelry repair, we got invited to perform for a bridal fashion show, the Q Crew, my dance group, and we did it to My Girl. And so that always reminds me of that fun time choreographing an oldies number with these dancers that really all they wanted to do was dance to hip hop music, because that was the era. So anyway, so that's something that occurred for me this weekend. I wanted to encourage you to listen to some music and make a mental note, an emotional attachment of a happy, warm memory of songs that you were listening to this weekend over Labor Day, because it was the last official weekend of summer. And you know what? I went out today to do some business, and I almost wore white. Isn't that an old thing that you're supposed to never wear white after Labor Day? And I almost wore white pants. And I'm like, oh wait, it's fall. Well, not really, but you get it. So I know, just being a little silly. So I love my marketing gadgets and my tchotchkes and my swag that I hand out. And so most of you know I've been handing out these buttons. When I go out, I hand out these buttons. Well, the company that I got these buttons from had a little special, and they were selling buttons like for a very low price, like really low, but they were smaller. So I just got really funny. So now I have some little baby badass buttons. So I have the mama size, and I have the baby size. So not a lot of them though. So if you want a baby badass button, then you're gonna have to find me and run into me, because I have them. All right, so. Big news. Here is the big news. I'm sorry to drag it out, but it is huge news and it's fun. And so what we're doing is it's a workshop called Master Your Mindset with Music, the Soundtrack of Your Lives. Rediscover Your Badass Self. It's a workshop I am co-hosting with platinum record producer Jason Brawner, who has a private recording studio in Old Town Murrieta. We're partnering up because he's also a music therapist. And as you know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm a licensed psychotherapist, and I promote how to rediscover your badass self. I certify badasses. Well, Jason is going to team up with me, and we're putting together this really awesome workshop to rediscover your badass self. I'll be touching on helping you create your badass soundtrack, improving your positivity, flip the format on negativity, use music to build your confidence, positivity, and creativity, and utilize tools in order to gain a more positive mindset and attitude so that you can rediscover your badass self. And then Jason is going to share his secrets for substance-free stress and mind management, perspective power, your vibe and value, fear relief, personal thought control, sleep ease. So the two of us are combining our resources and our energy because, believe it or not, I mean, the two of us combined, I think it's going to be absolutely amazing, and you don't want to miss it. But here's the thing. It's at Jason's private recording studio, so it's going to be an exclusive event. I don't know if tickets are going to actually be selling on an individual basis. Here's why. Jason has a nonprofit organization called Girls Against Abuse, where he compiles the music of some of the artists that he works with into a CD and promotes their music because it's all about how to rediscover and recover from abuse. So what we're doing is we're tying it into his nonprofit and some of the proceeds will go to his nonprofit, but also what we're doing is inviting businesses who want to sponsor this event and attach their name to something really amazing to buy some tickets for some people who may not be able to afford to come. So it's a little bit of business and it's a little bit of charity, and it's going to be really cool because we're going to all be in on this together. It's a fun team building, community involvement kind of fun event. And so I hope that you will look into it. If you own a business or if you work for a business that you think would like to participate in something like this, I've only got room for 5 sponsors, five businesses. And guess what? One of them's already taken by my very good friend, the Glass Doctor of Murrieta. She's my friend Laurel. She's my inspiration for Mustang Monday. She's been my partner in crime for these badass certification classes, and so she helped me brainstorm this. And so she feels very convicted to do this too. She loves it. I love it. So together, the two of us kind of brainstormed how we're going to do this. So she's the first one to sign up and say, yes, absolutely, I want to be part of this. So I got news for you. There's only room for 4 more. So if you've got a business and you would like to participate and attach your name to something really amazing, this is the Rediscover Your Badass Self workshop with yours truly, Kelly Orchard, the Badass Certifier. And yes, absolutely, I will be certifying some badasses. So everybody who attends will get this nice badass ID card, which you can put in your wallet. It's a great reminder about how badass you are because you'll be certified. So there's that. And then Jason is going to be sharing his secrets on some of the things that he usually teaches to songwriters. That's right. He is a record producer in Hollywood. He works with American Idol and America's Got Talent and many other huge stars. And he's willing to share some secrets with us on what he teaches the songwriters and artists. And we're very lucky that he's willing to do that. So it's Saturday, November 2nd. So there's plenty of time. I want you to contact me if you think that you might be interested or that you're the owner of your company that you work with might be interested, because I think it's really going to sell out fast. I've only got room for 4 more sponsors, and then the whole thing is done because it is an intimate and exclusive affair. So it's Saturday, November 2nd. It is called the Rediscover Your Badass Self workshop with yours truly, Kelly Orchard, the Badass Certifier, and Jason Brawner, a platinum record producer from Los Angeles. Super excited. It's going to be held at Jason's private recording studio in Murrieta, and I won't give you the directions or the address yet until we know you're coming. So it's not like a pop-up because we're planning it, but it is that kind of exclusive. So I hope that you will come. And in the meantime, I just wanted to remind you that I'm going to be out and about giving away some buttons, whether they're my baby buttons or my big buttons. It's like I'm going to be giving them away. I have some things to go and do this week. It is Wednesday, and I just wanted to remind you once again, always turn up the volume. When I get planning a workshop like this, the first thing that I do is I know I need to clear my head of all the regular business stuff I've got going on, which I usually have quite a few balls that I'm juggling in the air. I don't overwhelm myself. This is one thing I have learned how to do, and I practice what I preach. I do have balance. So, but one of the things that I do in order to achieve that balance is when I need to be creative and when I need to be able to focus, I turn up some music. Sometimes I'm dancing. It's like, thank God that this camera isn't on me all the time, because I would be embarrassing myself. I just break out and dance at random times. But that is one of the things that I do in order to stir up the creativity and increase my dopamine and my serotonin levels and improve my mindset and help me get focused. It's brain science, because music that you love, that you can attach warm, happy memories to, helps improve your mindset. It changes your brain chemistry, and that's part of what I teach in this class. So I hope that you will come. Thank you for watching today. I am Kelly Orchard, the Badass Certifier, reminding you to be bold, be brave, be confident, be badass. And if you want to know about the badass certification, actually, we're calling it a Rediscover Your Badass Self workshop. I have to get used to that. It's happening on November 2nd. Probably not going to be able to sell individual tickets, because I'm looking for business sponsors who are going to actually just support their team and support some charitable organization, and inviting somebody who may not be able to afford to come. So I think it's pretty awesome, and it's going to be a great time. So remember, get out there and be badass. See you later. Maybe Friday.